Hello and welcome to Chair Yoga. My name is Rita. Before we get started into the practice, I just wanted to talk a few minutes about the benefits of yoga, of chair yoga. For those who have mobility issues or older, don't feel comfortable getting down on a mat, the chair is a perfect solution. You still get the flexibility, the movement, strengthening, and the wellness, the breathing, and the benefits of the mental wellness of yoga. So whether you're doing it on a mat or on a chair. Also, if you've been working all day sitting in a chair, you may be able to use some of these poses while you're sitting in a chair, or to um, loosen up during the day, release the hips, etc. So let's get started. If you have a belt handy, please keep it next to you, and blocks. You may or may not need these props as we go through, but if you have them, they will come in handy. Sitting back, first of all, positioning on our chair, sitting back, the back flat against the back of the chair. If you're petite, I like to sometimes use blocks to secure for my feet, to place my feet on the block so that you're sitting with your knees bent. You can also just let your feet rest comfortably towards the floor, but if you'd like to have a bit more security, the blocks will work well for that. So we're going to start our practice with a pranayama, a breathing exercise to get us started. So we're going to inhale, sweeping our arms up, maybe looking up if it's available to you, palms together, and on the exhale, bring the palms back to heart center. We'll do that a few more times. Inhale and exhale, palms to heart center. Inhale, exhale. One more time. Inhale, filling up the lungs. And exhale. Good. We'll work on releasing our neck, starting to rotate the head. Doesn't matter in what direction, making circles with the head to release the neck and down into the shoulders. A great pose if you've been working, again, like I said, at a computer or using your phone for a good portion of the day. You want to remember to loosen up your neck and your shoulders. When we get to the top, reverse the rotation. So opposite rotation of where you started. Remembering to keep shoulders back, long spine. Inhaling and exhaling. Coming back to center, bringing the right ear to the right shoulder. I'm just mirroring you. Letting that left shoulder be heavy. So we want to lengthen along the side of the neck. If you want to go a bit further, you can bring that right hand, palm on the side of the head, and give it a bit more pressure. Not a lot, just a little bit to feel that additional stretch. Release the hand from the side of the head and come back to center. Bringing the left ear to the left shoulder. Feeling a stretch on the right side of the neck. If you want to go a bit further and it's available to you, bringing that left hand to the side of the neck, side of the head. Release the hand, come back to center, bringing the chin towards the chest, lengthening the back of the neck. Come back to center and looking up towards the ceiling. lengthening the front of the neck. And back to center. Inhale, lifting the shoulders up towards the ears, squeezing the shoulders, and exhale, release. We'll do that a few more times. Inhale, exhale, release. One more time. Inhale, squeeze, and release. Good. Extending the right leg out. We're going to start to flex and point our right foot. Feeling that stretch in the shin and in the back of the leg and the hamstrings. Starting to warm up our legs. The same foot, start to circle to release at the ankle. Remembering to keep the shoulders back, shoulder blades down the back. Long spine while we're sitting here. And release the and change the rotation of the foot. Good, release that foot down. Extend the left leg out, point and flex the foot. Circling the foot in one direction. And then the other, changing direction, releasing at the ankle. Release that foot back down. If you have your belt handy, if you don't have a belt, you can do this without a belt as well. The belt will help you keep the arms straight and taut, strong. So we're going to make the belt about shoulder width apart, holding the thumb, fingers on the inside and the thumb on the outside, so you can easily lengthen or shorten the belt when you need to. And we're going to start with our belt down by our thighs. So we're going to be working our arms and our shoulders in this pose. Again, keeping the belt nice and taut. On the inhale, slowly start to lift the belt. Now the arms you may feel a little shake in the arms, and that's okay. That means you're working the arms, you're keeping the belt nice and tight and taut. Slowly bringing that belt over the head. Continuing to breathe. Staying here for a few breaths, keeping that belt nice and tight, pulling that belt in opposite directions. Slowly start to release the belt back down towards the thighs. Placing the belt on the thigh, release at the hands. Open and close the fingers, shaking out the hands. We're going to do that again. This time when we get to the top, we're going to bring the belt behind us. Getting into the shoulder shelf, into the shoulder blades. Again, belt is about shoulder width apart. Slowly start to lift the belt up, keeping it nice and tight. Arms are strong and straight. So here we are at the top. Start bending the elbows and bringing the belt behind you towards just the base of the neck. Squeezing the shoulder blades together, opening up the chest. Take a few breaths here, inhaling and exhaling. One more. start lifting the belt. Again, you may be feeling some shaking in the arms. That's okay. Start to lower the belt. Pulling that belt tight. Placing the hands down on the hips, letting go of the belt, placing the belt off to the side for now, opening and closing the fingers, moving the thumb, shaking out the hands. Good. We're going to do a pose for the hips, starting to get into the hips. So sitting at the edge of the chair, bringing the buttocks towards the edge of the chair, holding on to the edge of the chair. We're going to start with our right, keeping the knee bent. Start to circle out. Big circles. If you can't make big circles, small circles are good. Go whatever's available to you. Go at your own pace. Inhale and exhale. Bringing some fluid into the hips. Releasing the hips. Good. Coming back to center, reverse the rotation. Long spine, shoulders are down. One more circle. And bring it back in and place that foot down. Shake out that right leg. Good. We'll do the opposite side. Bending at the left, starting to circle outward. Again, you're at the edge of your chair, so you have enough room to make circles. Coming back in towards center, start to reverse the rotation. Good. Slowly release both feet to the floor and shake out both hips. We'll move into another posture for hips. We're going to do Warrior Two on the chair. So usually we're used to doing Warrior Two standing up on a mat. So again, for those that are petite, I like to bring in a block to put under my bent leg. So we're going to start on the right. Again, Warrior Two is a hip opener. So sliding back on the chair, we're going to place our right foot on the block and extend the left leg out. With toes pointed in slightly on the left foot. Bending that right knee. Knee is out towards the baby toe. Arms are out at shoulder height. So the chair is taking some of the support for me. And you can actually be seated more on the chair or standing, whatever's available to you. Looking over the right middle finger, letting the shoulders relax. A couple more breaths here. Inhale, exhale, release the hands down. Sit back on the chair. Bring both legs in front and give the legs a shake. We'll go over to the other side. Again, I'm going to use my block. Opening up the hips. Bending into the left knee this time. Right foot out, toes pointed in slightly, opening up the hips. Again, you can be more seated on the chair or standing. Arms are out at shoulder height, looking over the left middle finger, remembering that knee is out towards the baby toe. Slowly release the arms down. Sit back on the chair, bring the legs forward and give those legs a shake, moving the block off of the mat. We're going to move into a twist. Sitting back on the chair, we're going to twist to the right to begin with, using that left hand on the thigh or the chair, lengthening the spine, dropping the shoulders, and maybe looking over your right shoulder. That might be enough for you. But we can use the back of the chair for support as well to help with that twist, get into that twist. So you can use the rungs of the chair, or if you have the back of the chair, whatever's available to you. So on the inhale, we're going to start with our abdomen and move our abdomen towards the right. And exhale. Inhale, move the ribs. And exhale. And inhale, looking over that right shoulder. Inhaling and exhaling here, opening up the shoulder. Breathing into the spine and into the twist. Inhale, exhale, slowly unwind towards the front and shake out the shoulders. We'll do the other side. Left hand to the thigh or the chair, using the back of the chair, if you'd like, or one of the rungs of the chair for support. Inhale, start to move the abdomen to the left, and exhale. The ribs. And looking over the left shoulder. Take a few breaths here, inhaling and exhaling. Inhale, exhale, slowly start to unwind towards center. On the inhale, bring the arms up and circle the arms. Make some big circles with the arms, loosening up the shoulders, squeezing the shoulder blades together. Release the hands to the sides. Good. Now we're going to begin to stand up and use the chair for some additional yoga poses. So standing up, we're going to move into a half sun salutation and then a full sun salutation. So you want the chair, seat of the chair facing you. And you want to be just a little bit away from the chair, and you can judge as you're going through the sun salutations how far or close you have to be to the chair. So you can make that judgment as we're going through. So as we would in a regular yoga practice, when we're starting our sun salutations, we want to be in mountain pose, rounding our shoulders back, abdomen towards the spine, thighs into the hip sockets, feet are together or slightly apart, spreading the toes, placing one toe at a time on the mat. Fingertips pointing downwards and gaze is straight ahead. We'll begin with our half sun salutation. On the inhale, circle the arms up and looking up. On the exhale, swan dive forward, leading with the chest, palms on the chair, release the crown of the head, forward fold. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, release the crown of the head. Inhale, circle the arms up, look up. Exhale, palms to heart center. We'll do that again. Inhale, look up. Exhale, swan dive down, palms to the chair, crown of the head towards the chair. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, release the crown of the head. Inhale, circle the arms, come up. Exhale, palms to heart center. Good. From there, we're going to add on to a full sun salutation. Inhale, look up. Exhale, swan dive down. Release the crown of the head. Inhale to a flat back. Step back into a plank. And upward dog. And exhale, downward dog, pressing into the palms. Release the crown of the head down. Toes pointed in slightly, heels out. Sending the legs to the back wall. Release the crown of the head. Look up. Slowly walk the feet forward. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, release the crown of the head. Grounding into the feet. Inhale, circle the arms up, look up. Exhale, pause to heart center. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, look up. Exhale, chest forward, release the crown of the head. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, step back into a plank. Inhale, upward dog. And exhale to a downward dog. Pressing the palms into the chair like you would into a mat. Upper arms turned outward to keep the shoulders away from the ears. Release the crown of the head and take a few breaths here. Look up. Walk the feet forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, release the crown of the head. Inhale, circle the arms up, look up. Exhale, palms to heart center, release the arms to your sides. Good. So that's sun salutations using a chair. Now we did one warrior, warrior two, seated on the chair. We're going to do warrior one using the chair for balance. So warrior one, our feet are in two separate tracks. Unlike warrior two, where our feet are in the same track. So we're going to use the right leg first, bending the right knee, bringing that knee or wherever the chair reaches here for support and balance. And our left leg is back, grounded onto the mat. Hips are forward. Inhale, arms come up, palms facing each other. And you can stay here, or you can look up for a slight back bend. Inhaling and exhaling, reaching those fingertips, but letting the shoulder blades remain down the back. Inhale, exhale, slowly release the hands down. Step that back foot towards the chair, releasing out the legs. Good. We'll do the other side. Left knee. That's why towards the chair for support. Right foot is back. Feet are in two separate tracks. Right foot grounded into the mat. Toes pointing forward slightly. Inhale, arms up. Looking up, palms facing each other. Or you can look straight ahead if looking up isn't available to you. And you may need to adjust your feet here. Maybe you want to lengthen the back leg. Slowly release the hands down. Back foot comes forward and release both legs. Good. Now we'll use the chair for balancing pose. Again, we're going to use the chair for support. We'll move into a tree pose. You can be leaning against the chair or have a hand on the chair, or if you just want to have the chair there in case you need it for support. Grounding into the right foot. We're going to lift our left foot into the shin or the thigh in tree pose. Knees out towards the side. Hands on the hips. Bringing the hands to heart center. You can remain here if you want to go a bit further. Arms up, interlacing the fingers, index fingers pointing towards the ceiling, hips are level, strong core. And again, feel free to use the chair for support if you need it. Inhale, exhale, release the hands to the chest, to the hips. Bring the knee forward, extend the leg, and release the foot down. Good. Let's release the feet coming up onto the toes, onto the front of the foot, releasing the top of the foot, stretching and releasing. The feet take a lot of weight in the balancing pose. We'll move into tree pose on the other side, grounding into that left foot. Bringing the right up towards the shin or the thigh, hands on the waist. As you can see, I'm leaning against the chair a bit here. Hands to heart center. Interlace the fingers, index fingers pointing up. Let the shoulders relax back into the body. Hands coming to heart center, to the hips. Knee comes forward, extend the leg, flex the foot, and slowly bring it back down. Good. And again, stretching out the feet. We'll do one more balancing pose, starting on the other side again. Again, you can use, this time I'll use the chair for a bit of balance, to help with the balance. Bending the left knee, bringing the knee out to the side. Hands on the hips, hips are forward. Inhaling and exhaling. Knee comes in, extend the leg, slowly release to the mat. Shake it all out. We'll do the other side. Bending the right knee, bringing the knee out. Flex the foot. Long, straight spine and strong core. Knee comes forward, extend the leg and slowly release down towards the mat. Good, and stretch out the feet again. Let's do the top of the feet. Our feet take a lot of weight, bring us from point A to point B all day, so we have to treat the feet kindly as well. Now we'll move into a back bend. Placing the chair forward again, seat comes forward. We're going to take our blanket this time, or a towel, anything you have handy that you can place over the chair, covering the sides of the chair to protect our shoulders and our lower back. We're going to move into a back bend. Sitting on the edge of the chair, feet are flat, knees are bent. So we're right on the edge of the chair. We're going to start slowly flying over the chair, using our chair wherever we can for support to help us lower over the chair. And the chair should hit us just at the shoulder blades. We don't want it on our neck. So maybe we have to adjust a bit, move down a little further. And just let our head relax, remembering our knees and feet are parallel. And you'll feel a little lift in the lower back, your little arch, as we would if we're doing a back bend on a mat. If this is good for you, you can stay here. If you'd like to go a little bit further, lift the hands up and slowly release the hands down. And stay here for a few breaths. Relax the shoulders, relax the arms, relax the jaw. For you, those of you that have your hands extended over your head, start to bring the arms back on towards the chair. Rest them on your thigh. Take a breath here. Now to get up, hold the side of the chair with one hand and the rungs of the chair with the other. Slowly bring the chin towards the chest and lift yourself up. And stay here for a few breaths, remembering we just did a back bend with our head down, so the blood is rushing towards the top of the head, so we want to take a few breaths, reorient ourselves. Starting to move, taking a seat onto the chair. Sitting nice and tall. You can leave your blanket sitting on the blanket or the towel, or you can remove it. It's up to you. We're going to close the practice by taking a few deep breaths to a count of 4. So we're going to inhale for 4 counts, hold for 4, and breathe out for exhale for 4. Just resting your palms on your thighs, or you can have your palms facing the ceiling. Whatever's more comfortable for you. On the inhale, begin. 2, 3, 4, and hold. 2, 3, 4, and exhale 2. Emptying out all of the air from the lungs. Do that again. Inhale. 2. Filling up the lungs all the way to the bottom, and hold. 2, 3, 4, and exhale. 2, 3, and 4. Good. Opening the eyes, bringing the palms to heart center. Thank you for sharing your practice with me today. Namaste. I hope you have a wonderful day.